I have another knife to show. You've already read it in the title. It is the Kiwi. Um, I wanted to buy a knife that just looked classy and had a little bit more value. I have attained quite a bit of Spydercos. I've attained quite a few Spydercos over the past few months, and obviously is now my favorite knife brand. Um, and so I just wanted to start experimenting with some of their smaller knives. I already have the two Enduras and the two Delicas, and also the Centifonte 3 and Tenacious, and those are all fairly big knives. And I've been looking at the Cricket and also the Chicago and Cat models, Chicago and Cat that just came out. And I came across one that I just fell in love with the look and design, and that's the Spyderco Kiwi. Um, this one particularly, I kind of bought semi on impulse just because of the low price, and also finding out that it has been discontinued. So price will only continue to go up over time. So if I ever wanted to or needed money or to get rid of it or whatever, I have that. But anyhow, the Kiwi, it comes in this very nice little leather pouch, just a single stitch going all the way around to that opening there, and to open it you just have the knife sitting down inside, pull it out. Obviously this is a very tiny knife. I don't know if this video is going to do it quite justice of just how small it is. I'll give some examples in a little bit, but just to start off, this knife is just under 2 ounces, so it's not too heavy, but I mean, it is a little bit of weight for how tiny it is. But I mean, it's all stainless steel construction with very nice carbon fiber inlays, so fairly expensive yet very nice material used there in the handles. That spider hole there you're looking at is 3/8 of an inch, so a lot smaller than the ones on your Delica and Tenacious and military, paramilitary, whatever. Is a lockback design, so for just a small knife it has a very good lock on it. It does not have that dent on it like the Enduras and Centifonte 3 and Delicas, but it's not really necessary, so it's just very smooth. Construction of this knife is just astounding. Just smooth all the way around. The carbon fiber just rolls straight into the steel. You can't even feel the transition of the two, other than just the slight grippiness of the carbon fiber. Has a tiny little lanyard hole there. It's very small. As you can see here on this knife, it does not have a clip on it. That may be a con for some of you, but for such a small knife, like, I couldn't really justify putting a clip on it. Sure, you have clips on your Cricket and your Lavas and some of those knives, but this one in particular, I think like the goal is just the classiness and just all in a small package. And just considering they give you this cool little leather pouch, like, I just drop it into the leather pouch and just drop it in your front pocket, or if you have like a jacket pocket or whatever. I particularly carry it in my front left leather jacket, inside pocket, so I just pull out my jacket and plop it in. So just fits really nice and comfortably. Anyways, back to the blade. Opening it, can do it with one hand. It's a little bit harder than the others just because how small it is, but there you go. Pops open, nice click. And right away, I just want to attention to detail really on this knife, because like I said, this isn't a cheap knife. They range all the way up into around 130, anywhere from 90 to 130 on average I've seen for the carbon fiber inlaid one. I picked this one up for 84 on eBay, and liking this knife so much, I actually bought another one that I found for 70, and those prices are both shipped. So I got one for $70 shipped, brand new in the box, and I got this one for 84 new, shipped in the brand new in the box. So fairly low prices right now. These knives are discontinued, so at that price, you can't really beat it, and price is only going to go up over time, so get them while you can. Anyways, back to it. As you can see there, like, you can barely see the line where that blade attaches to the block back here, but it is just so smooth. It just feels like the blade goes all the way through the stock like a fixed blade. But as you can see, when I pop that lock in and move it, you can see that it opens there. But once it clicks in, like, it disappears. It just looks, it's super solid. No blade play whatsoever. As you can see, it is a Warncliffe style blade. It's just completely flat all the way across, and it's got a nice drop point here, and you can see that the grind goes up fairly high for how, how small the knife is. It is a hollow grind. I don't know if you can pick that up with the light shining on it. It is not saber or flat, so it curves inward and then down, all the way down to the tip, that relief edge there. As you can also see on this knife, it's got two really deep choils for finger comfort. Index finger going in the first one here, and then middle finger coming in the back, and then you got your ring and your pinky. So this knife fits extremely comfortable in the hand, and just for precision cutting, it's excellent. Your thumb goes right over the top, or you can just lean it over the bill if you wanted to. I call it the bill. They call it the kiwi. Not like the fruit, but kiwi as in the bird, and it kind of replicates that a little bit. You almost get a feel of this like being the beak, and then the spider hole being the eye or whatever. So kind of classy and witty on Spyderco's part. Blade seal is VG10, so it's, very good blade seal, commonly used on Delica 4, Endura. I believe Centofonte 3 is also VG10, so they're more common yet very good steel. And I think I already showed you the lockback design. Smooth all the way across. Doesn't have the dent on it there. Yeah, just overall, obviously not a heavy-duty knife. It's just for very light tasks. Just looks extremely classy and nice. Nobody's gonna be scared of this thing. I mean, it's so tiny. If anything, girls are gonna be like, "Oh, that's cute," and guys are gonna be like, "Oh wow, carbon fiber, that's pretty sick. I got some of that stuff in my car." It's kind of a conversation piece. So yeah, just a really nice gentleman's folder. I mean, I believe this is like a true gentleman's folder. Centofonte 3, they consider, gentleman's folder just because it's light, doesn't look aggressive, has, some sweeps in the scales there, and has the metallic spider. This is in the blade shape. It does look nice, but I mean, the knife is still pretty big. I mean, look at the Centofonte 3, and then you got the Kiwi. Like, this thing is way tinier. You got that 2-inch blade versus like the 3.5 or 3-inch blade. So, and also for you Delica owners, give you a comparison. Delica is even big compared to the Kiwi here. So that's just a size reference. This is a Delica 4, and the Kiwi here. So anyhow, if you're looking for a gentleman's folder and you have the spare cash, like I said, they're going fairly cheap right now, and this knife is discontinued. You can get it $70 free shipping right now on eBay. This knife with the carbon fiber inlays, I see it up to as $130. So good investment, and just a really nice knife to carry all around. And yeah, if you're in the market for a nice gentleman's folder, definitely recommend that Kiwi. So that's that. Zippo this and knife that.